connection. Are we on the delay, fellas?
No, we might be on a delay. But I got all right, there we go. That looks better.
We lost McCann though.
Yeah. Hold on. There we go.
got Gordon and Coach McCann, and we got Coach McCann where Coach Gordon's supposed to be.
Yeah. I'm about to fix that. Technical difficulties. My guy Coach McCann jumped on at the 11th hour during the countdown. So let me put him in his appropriate place. Welcome back. It's Tuesday night. Spotlight 39 live film reviews. I got my guy Coach E, Coach McCann, Coach Miller, and Coach Gordon. We got the full gauntlet. The full team is in the building for the full hour of nothing but love and attention to you guys, the student athletes. So, a couple house rules, man. Make sure you're active in the chat. Tell us who you are, where you're from, your graduating class, measurables, anything that you want us to know. And more importantly, make sure you DM your film to the Spotlight 39 Twitter page, as mentioned in the chat box. That's super important. That's how we're going to pull the film. As you see, we've got the first person up already. So before we get into this, fellas, just real quickly, man, tell us who you are and where you're from. Not necessarily the full gist. They can watch one of the other 50 videos we do. But just tell us who you are and where you're from. Go ahead, McCann.
Man, Coach McCann from Buffalo, New York.
Coach Miller.
Coach Miller, San Antonio, Texas.
Coach Gordon.
Coach Gordon from West Virginia.
Last but not least, my guy, Coach E, in the retro black and white again.
Yep, back in retro, can't control it. Coach E, Lorton, Virginia, DMV, represent DMV all day, every day.
Control the controllables. It takes a village, man. I feel like I'm missing a quote from McCann and Coach Gordon, but we'll get there. But nonetheless, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to watch as many film clips as we can. We're going to try to be respectful of everybody's time. Typically, we go about an hour, so hang out with us, network in the chat, have some fun. So first up, we're going to watch a young man named Anthony. Anthony is a class 24/25. Is that how I guess it operates maybe up there in Canada? How you familiar with that, McCann?
Yeah, so if he comes to America, he'll graduate and be in 24 class. But if he stays in Canada, they pay 5 years.
Okay.
So he'll be in 2025. It's super weird, but
I got you. Nonetheless, he plays wide receiver. He plays DB. You see all that good stuff up there. 5'11", 165. Let's see. Oh, he sent the YouTube joint. Let's see how well it pulls up.
They don't use huddle up there in Canada. Most schools.
There we go.
Like 90%, 99% of them.
So let's see what we got, fellas. Wide receiver, DB. And is it lagging on your end or is it just mine?
It's lagging mine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let me try to refresh. I don't know what's up with the connection. We were solid, and then, of course, we go live. Any better or no?
No,
I think it's a little bit better. I'm still lagging, but I think it's a little bit better. It's just hard to see from the camera angles he's got. Like I can't really evaluate much of the play.
I got you. Yeah, it looks like a lot of sideline camera shots, which are fun. But like you said, it's hard to decipher who's who and where they're at. All right. So we don't have a whole lot to work there. Let me come back to Anthony, man, because I feel like it's something to do with that connection. So let me see. We're good there. Latency sounds good. All right, cool. So next up, let's get into it. Christian Nix. We watched him a couple of times last year. Got to watch him continue to grow and excel. He hit me earlier, was like, I got that new film. I'm ready for the show. So let's go. 10th grade year, 5'11", 205. He plays linebacker out of Albany, Georgia. Albany, Georgia. This is Christian Nix. And if
he's a good player.
And if it lags behind, let me know.
I remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
So this one looks a little smoother, but y'all tell me.
Yeah, better.
All right, cool. Might have just been something with that YouTube video for some reason. Let's go. I see my teammate leading the region as a sophomore, Anthony Chapman. Will McKenzick, what's going on, my man? I believe that's the young man from St. John Bosco out in Cali. We got Tucker, Huntsville, Alabama. We got AJ Blinton. We got Brady Hall. We got a lot of dudes in here, man. A lot of dudes. Y'all being real quiet, man. How's it looking?
Man, he looking good. He ain't afraid to hit, that's for sure.
All right, we're going to watch this last play. I'm going to let y'all give him some feedback while I queue up the next. What y'all got from Mr. Christian Nix out of Albany, Georgia?
Yeah, good player. So far, I'm not seeing the same type of plays we saw from last year's film. I mean, not to say that what he's got on there is bad. It's just I'm not seeing the sideline to sideline stuff that I saw last year. I'm not seeing the coverage stuff. So I think that could just be a matter of rearranging. But yeah, that's what I got for him.
Same. I remember him from. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say either or. Chime in.
Yeah, no, same as E. I remember him from last year. And last year I remember he was jumping off the screen to us, like he's sideline to sideline, getting his nose dirty. And again, like E says, not to say that he doesn't have good film this year. It's just compared to last year, the excitement wasn't there watching it this time like it was before. But again, he still has good film. He can come down and hit. He's not afraid to hit, which is good. He's explosive. He looks powerful. And I think he's a lot bigger than he was last year. I remember him being 205 last year.
I think he put on some weight.
Yeah, he did.
Gordon, McCann, y'all want to chime in before we get to the next?
No, I'm good. I think they said everything. It's definitely been a big difference. I won't say a big difference, but it's definitely, like Coach said, like it doesn't as pop as much as it did last time, but it's still like a little decent film for him. He's only a sophomore too, man, and he keeps growing and keeps making plays back-to-back years. So looking forward to see his growth still.
All right. So maybe, again, it goes back to the rearranging of the plays, but nonetheless, still solid film, just not as explosive as a, aha type moment like we saw last year. It's kind of the general message. But that was Christian Nix out of Georgia. Next up, we're going to get to, Jaylen Pope. Jaylen Pope out of Cortland High School. He's a senior. He's 5'10", 180. He plays tight end and outside linebacker. And as of 5 hours ago, this is that fresh film. Fresh season in film, Cortland High School, right here in Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg, Virginia. Yeah, let me run that back so y'all can see the play. That's my fault. There you go.
So he's a tight end?
Tight end and linebacker, yep.
He's indicating himself too late.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely indicators need to be up earlier. There we go.
There you go.
So that's now 3 plays and 3 over routes.
Yep.
I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I want to see some blocking at this point, and maybe a little bit more of the route tree. I mean, his first 3 plays are pretty much the same exact play.
4 plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4.
Cool.
We got some defense in there now.
Oh, that was almost.
All right, we'll watch this last one, and I'll let you guys close it out. McCann and Gordon, since you guys didn't chime in on the last one too much, if y'all want to chime in on Jaylen, and then obviously Miller, if y'all got something to add, by all means. But I'm gonna.
It's hard to evaluate a 5'10" like tight end. Like we've seen Graves' film, and he's been the standard of putting it all together. Blocking, washing guys down, catching the ball, running. Good point. What Coach E said, like first 4 catches and first 4 plays are just same route. Definitely need to indicate yourself before the play. I would definitely try to get back to probably a different position. If running back, fullback, something, saying tight end at 180, and that's where most of your film is at. No offense to the kid, but I've never seen a 5'10" tight end on anybody's roster. Getting that opportunity is going to be really, really super slim.
Fair enough. You got anything you want to add, Coach Gordon, before we jump to the next?
Yeah, I mean, going off what Coach said too, like realistically, there's never going to be a 5'10" tight end. I'd rather see that his linebacker film. Honestly, I feel like he has a better shot at that going next level if that's what he's going to play. But going off what the coaches said too, like he didn't really show too much blocking. Like it was pretty much the first 4 plays were the same route, and he wasn't able. Like he didn't indicate where he was, so it was hard to find because it was a little bit choppy for me at first. But I think he's better off honestly just putting your linebacker film first, and showing that you can move around and stuff like that. That's his better shot is at linebacker than tight end.
Okay, fair enough. So let's get you Jackson Robel. Hopefully I didn't kill it. Class of 27, Gainesville High School here in Virginia as well. 6'2", 180. He is a safety / linebacker, wide receiver. Says he runs a 4.67.
4.6, 6'2".
Didn't we have that one kid was confirmed, right? Remember the last kid we had from Ohio?
Yeah.
Was he confirmed? Yeah. What did he run?
It was what was it? I'd have to go back and look at it, but no, it was there.
It was for sure. It was legit.
I mean, he was quick. All right, so look, we done seen some spectacular freshmen come through on Tuesday nights. So we got a high standard for freshmen these days. So let's see what we got out of Gainesville, Florida.
It's a heck of a first play.
I'll say we'll take that first play. So we got a pick.
Now I can't remember. This might be JV film. I can't remember if it was him or if it was another kid.
I got you. I was gonna say the name sounded familiar, but honestly, I talked to too many kids to lock down that much information right out the gate.
Yeah, he's a little high on his back pedal. That's one thing I'm noticing.
So we got Preston, Jabari, Javanni. We still got a bunch of dudes in here, man. We got a loaded house wanting that film watched. All right, let's watch this last one, and then whoever wants to jump in. All right. So what do we got for Jackson out of Gainesville, Florida, freshman film? And
that was.
Doesn't say anything.
Yeah, it was
varsity.
JV.
Yeah.
JV started. He was like you said, he was a little high. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was saying something myself.
No, I was just gonna say, like he said, he was a little high. He's playing a lot of positions: safety, linebacker, receiver, guard, quarterback. So, but no, it looks good. And I mean, keeping in mind that he's a freshman, so he's gonna have room to grow. 6'2", playing safety, he'll probably wind up being about 6'3", 6'4", which will make him a unicorn. I think if he keep polishing his game, and doing what he's doing on film, on the JV film, taking that to varsity, he'll have a shot to get somewhere when it's time.
All right. So let's just keep this thing rolling unless anybody else got anything to chime in. Let's get to a 2025, officially now a 2025 unfortunately. He's 6'3", 188. He's a wide receiver. He plays DB. He goes to Hedgeville High School in West Virginia. This is my guy, Coach Gordon's kid. I watched him at camp over the summer. The dude can play ball. After the camp, he picked up his first D1 offer from, I think, UNLV. And then some things kind of fell from underneath of him, out of his control. We won't get into all of that, but let's watch the film, enjoy the film, take it for what it's worth. Let's give this young man some feedback. And we're gonna have a treat here in a few minutes. We're gonna keep it rolling with the wide receivers. We're gonna have a real familiar name come up next. I just got a nice little DM.
And Coach, you said he just started playing, right? Was this one of the kids that you said just started playing?
Freshman year. Yeah. He just got ruled a 2024 though, so he's officially a 24 all of a sudden.
Right.
Oh, he's a 24 all of a sudden?
Yep. They just changed his eligibility a couple of days ago officially, right?
Yeah, they messed it up when he first moved here, and they basically swept it under the rug until now. So now he's officially a 24 instead of a 25.
I was just asking him to come to.
Yeah, he's gonna probably go prep. I know a few schools have reached out to him, so I think he'll go prep. So
yeah, if he goes prep, man, we know some dudes. He'd be in good hands.
Yeah, I've already given my feedback on him. Basically, does everything you really want a 6'3" receiver to do. He can high point, he can block, he's physical, he can run. He's raw as a route runner, but like Coach said, he hasn't been playing football for super long. So definitely some room to grow, to develop, but the framework is definitely there.
So that was Damonte.
And he played return for him.
Go ahead, give it to him, fellas. What we got for this young man?
Him playing returner, that's gonna be huge for him, especially at 6'3". I haven't seen too many 6'3" guys back there like he did. I thought he was about to take it back to the house, but like he said, man, it looks like he does everything that you ask him to do, and he can go up and get the ball, which is with his size is gonna be key. I like to see him put on a little bit more weight, especially being a 24 now. If he can get him up 6'3" to about at least 195, almost 205, coming out of high school, that'd be great.
Heck yeah. All right.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was wasn't that his first ever kick return, Coach?
Mm-hmm. They just put him back there.
Wow.
They just put bro back there and was like, basically, because like he was getting triple team, like double and triple team, so they just had to figure out different ways to get him the ball. So
all right, so let's keep this thing rolling, man. Let's get as many as we can in this evening. So we just went from one wide receiver to another. This is a familiar name. We checked him out last year, learned a lot about him. I've got to follow him quite a bit just because he's essentially in my backyard. This is Daer Carter, man, a.k.a. Fats, Hollywood Fats, Woodbury High School, recently named 4-star wide receiver. He just dropped that full season film. Season wrapped up on Saturday with a big win against their big rival. So shout out to Woodbury. But let's talk about this film. Sophomore season.
And I can't see anything right now.
Uh-oh.
Is it only lagging on my end, or was it lagging for everyone?
it was a little bit.
I didn't even know where I was looking, to be honest.
All right, we straight now?
Let's see. All right, better for me now. I don't know what happened that first time.
Nuts.
Yeah, that was a hell of a catch. I was there in the end zone, caught that one too.
Oh yeah, you're not catching him.
No, no, no. And then
Nah.
look, just food for thought. This game, their backup quarterback at Woodbury went down with an injury, so my guy Carter had to step in, and he played QB pretty much the better part of the second half of the game. Beautiful touch pass. Hopefully he put it in there just for fun at least, but a touch pass, there it is. No, that ain't it.
What
Touch pass from him to Savion for like a 60-plus yard touchdown. Beautiful.
man, that was a beautiful release too.
Yeah. I love the way he stacks. It's so rare for a high school kid to stack as beautiful as he does.
I mean, there's just certain kids where you watch them as freshmen, and you're just like, yeah, those kids got it. And I mean, him and Xavier on both special players their freshman year.
Absolutely. That's probably my least favorite play in high school football. Every program runs it. I don't, for whatever reason, I'm just not a fan. And probably just because I see it so much. All right, we're going to watch this last one, and then I'm going to let you guys, maybe we'll let Coach Gordon. He probably didn't know a whole lot about my guy. We'll let you get some feedback, man. What's your thoughts? What you got for Mr. Daer Carter? This is that sophomore campaign.
I like him. Like the coaches were saying, like his ability, especially being that young, like I don't really see that either. And I train a pretty good amount of receivers, and he's explosive. You know what I mean? He's got 2 more years to grow, and he's already doing things like I said, like sophomore especially. So he's got pretty much 2 more years to pretty much cook. And he, I said I like him. I think he's mad, like I said, mad explosive. He's smooth. The only thing I like to see is just getting in and out of his breaks. Like I said, he looks mad explosive. I just want to see him, like basically breaking down, snapping down, which I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, I could see that when he has the ball in his hands, he's mad explosive.
Yeah, man. So that was a recognizable face, Mr. Daer Carter. Let's get to the next. Let's go to Orlando, Florida this time. Javanni Sirius, Olympia High School, class of 25, 6'2", 285. He's number 72. I'm guessing he plays on the line. Maybe am I tripping? But I don't see his position.
He's definitely offensive or defensive line.
I was say he's definitely on the line, but I just don't see it. But
unless it's one of those kids they stick at running back.
So we have seen that, right? That was fun.
Antoine Littleton.
All right, let's start that back. There we go. If we're going to see you on the O-line, man, we need pancakes for days. All the syrup.
Mm-hmm. When he's engaged, he gets stood up quite a bit. I don't know if it's by the defender doing it or if it's by him just standing straight up when he makes contact.
It looks like it's him standing up.
Yeah. It looks like he locks out and he just stands straight up.
Yeah.
But then he makes like he stands straight up and then he gets the feet moving again and then basically goes for the pancake.
Yep.
You know how you fix all that, right? Violent hands, baby. Violent hands.
Yep.
And just a word of advice for everybody. I don't know what their recruiting is looking like. I don't know what everybody's recruiting is, but if you're like an unranked, unknown kid, you should not be following only 200 people. I mean, you should be following way more.
Yeah. So this is Javanni Sirius. Let's see what he's doing. How many is he following? Uh-oh.
Yeah, he got following more, bro. He got to get up there.
Uh-oh. My guy's following 50 people right now. Well, he's got 50 followers. He's following 194.
194.
I think you can follow more than 194 in an hour. I think Twitter lets you follow up to like 500 a day
schools in Florida.
Yeah,
too many schools in Florida.
So let's first start with the film, right? Let's give them some feedback there. Obviously, with the Twitter, that's your recruiting avenue, man. A, open your DMs if they're not already, which they probably are because I probably sent you a message. And then B, include your position because that's important. Um, but yeah, that's what I got. What y'all got for
Coach Gordon, you're the big man guy.
him?
Nah, I mean, honestly, just working on just staying low. Like I said, he stood up way too much. And he also like Coach said too, he's got to get his hands more active. Like he's standing straight up, basically locking his arms out, and then he's using more energy, basically going for the pancake after the fact. If he would just put it all together, stay low, be violent, it'd be a lot easier of a pancake. It'd be a lot more explosive of a pancake too. Just a lot of coaches are going to want to see him moving a guy from point A to point B. If he's getting stood up, and then it takes more effort to basically get the guy moving, especially the smaller guys. Coaches are going to see them and be okay. He can't even move somebody half his size. It's one of those things. So definitely work on staying low, and then firing out too. That was another thing I saw was like he's firing. He's not really firing out. He's firing straight up. So he was locking his hands out, but his hands were all the way out. And he want to keep everything close. He's over here locking out, straight arming it. But what happens when you get somebody more powerful than you? You can't just stand straight up and basically lock your arms out and use your weight.
Yep. Good stuff, man. Well, let's just keep it moving. Let's go to Huntsville, Alabama. We got Tucker Schwarz. Hopefully I didn't kill that. 3.8 GPA. He wants you to know out the gate he's smart, right? He's gonna get into your school. He's 6'3", 285, class of 25. He does play on the O-line. He did let us know that. So that's good. Now let's see what the film looks like, Mr. Tucker, with your 3.8 GPA.
Man, they got some big boys down in Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama's built
Boy. For real.
Man, how you 6'3", 290 in high school? That makes sense.
I'm not even 6'3", 290 right now. I'm just a fluffy, 5'11".
You got 2 for 1 on that block. I wish Huddle would come up with a different indicator for O linemen.
Yeah, it's hard with the camera angle too.
Yeah. Luckily, he got some good camera views, so he's helping himself out really well.
Yeah. So see, like with him, I see he's doing a much better job of staying lower. He's not standing straight up and down.
Yeah, and he's keeping his feet and he's actually looking for work.
Yeah.
Like that one.
They drove my guy 10 plus yards down the field and then put him on his back.
Yeah. Well, the second clip he had, he got 2 for 1. He was just staying active. And he took good steps too. That's another thing. A lot of those bigger guys don't know how to take, especially just the flow. They don't their steps are usually messed up. They just get away with it because they're a lot bigger than everyone else. He's actually taking really good steps, at least in the run game. I would like to see more his pass pro too earlier in his film. Just got to feel it was so many run plays, and then he didn't really show anything until the 8th or 9th clip. So definitely try to mix it up, and add more pass plays in just the first few plays so they can see you move. Because if he's 6'3", 285, and he has a really good pass pro, which it looked like he did in that one clip he did post, you got to put that forward. Because then it's those coaches are going to see that, but okay, he's 6'3", 285. He's sound in the run game, he's sound in the pass game, everything.
All right. So I feel like he said a lot, but does anybody else have anything to add? He just went in.
I'd move the pass pro play up as well. I mean, but for a kid his size, he looked like he got off the ball pretty quick. Personally, on the one pass pro play, and I'm telling you what, that stands out because there's not many kids that size that can get off the ball that quickly.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Where are we at? Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson said, "Can you please check me out? My guy is class of 25, center guard D tackle, Turner County High School in Georgia, 5'11", 265. He wants us to check him out, so let's check him out. He's down there in Georgia, so let's give him that good feedback. We like them Georgia kids. That's a rough angle though to start.
It is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm trying-
All right, we
Yeah, I mean, look, the ump standing right there.
now, given he is playing center, I'm assuming on these plays, right? That's where it looks like the indicator is.
Yeah.
Yeah, these camera angles though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the camera is not his friend in his position, unfortunately. Like that one, I feel like was like a strobe effect. It just kept changing on us.
Oh, and then when he actually can get a good one, it's that zoomed out all the way out one.
Yeah,
I have no idea what's happening right now. I think it's the kid in the middle getting driven back.
It's-
I'm trying to like lock my eyes in, but I can't. I'm trying to like literally scoot up and look at my laptop more.
yeah. I mean, I got it on my 27-inch iMac, and I'm still struggling to keep up with it.
I got it at 150 like magnification, and I'm
Yeah, these cameras, man. Like I feel like we're doing them a disservice, but there's nothing. It's a
Well,
real
hopefully-
challenge.
hopefully this is something right here though.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the best angle of the night so far. Shotgun position. He's locked in. Oh, don't move the camera on us.
I'm with the camera.
Yeah, but that's I don't know
So
about
he's-
that
he's-
play, though.
he's-
So from what I've seen,
Go ahead, E.
so
All right,
from what I've seen on the last two plays, he looks like he's losing on the initial rush, which at the next level that's going to be a problem if you can't set your base and hold up in pass pro. That's twice now where he lost the initial rush and then he resorted to throwing the guy on the ground, which may or may not be called for holding, especially with how many awful holding calls I've seen in college football this year in particular.
Yeah.
That might be a problem. So work on your power, work on your base, and anybody who plays on the interior of the offensive line, learn how to snap a football. Even if you're not playing center right now, learn how to snap a
Absolutely.
football.
We learned that from our boy Griffin Scruggs, All-American. He wanted to go to the University of Georgia so bad. This dude was willing to play any and every position to get in where he could fit in so he could get as much film as possible. And then he found his sweet spot at center, became dominant, became an All-American, got the scholarship to Georgia, and then actually just transferred out to Boone, North Carolina,
App State.
Appalachian State. Yep. He's actually playing with his brother, which is pretty cool to see as a side note. But look, center is important, very important. But these camera angles, they're just as important. High school, man, down there in Georgia, Turner High School, we got to do better. We got to help these kids out. But that's what we got for Jacob Wilson. Let's just keep it moving. We got a senior out of Tampa, Florida. I feel like, did we watch this young man last week? East Bay High School, 6'2", 230 DN.
Fullback DN.
All right, let's see what we got. I'm also familiar from last show. All right, so here, let me come back to you, man. I want to watch you, but I also want to get as many kids as we can. So let's get RJ Jones on here. RJ Jones. I feel like we ain't watched him. He too.
Oh yeah, he's a beast.
Okay. So RJ's from down there in Havana, Florida, class of 26, 4-star cornerback / athlete, 6'1", 165. Uh-oh. He runs a 4.5 40. Does he run a
He's
4.5
fast.
40? Oh,
He's
fast.
fast.
You about to stamp it? That's what you're telling me?
I'm about to stamp it. I think he runs a 4.5.
All right, E, we holding you accountable then. Let's see.
Look at that, man coverage, stem pedal, turn my back, find the ball. First play.
All right, E, you keep calling it out. Walk us through it. Look, McCann, he got the pen and paper. He's taking notes right now.
Look at how he just drove on the ball.
I already evaluated him June 9th for the Army Bowl
Okay.
combine, so I've been already on him too.
Oh, so we know about RJ. That's what y'all telling me.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I feel like I ain't hip with RJ. I need to get hip to RJ.
Well,
He's another 26.
yes, he is.
Look, I like 26. 26 that's a special year. I think 28's not going to be far behind it though. From what I'm seeing with these kids, man, I done seen some dudes that are already grown men in the class of 28. Ridiculous. All right, let me cut it there. What y'all got for him, fellas? Miller, Gordon. What y'all got for RJ?
The kid reads the plays very well, man. His play awareness is super good, and how you can break on the ball. I'm sure he probably gambles a lot for the simple fact that he knows that he's fast, kind of like Diggs with the Cowboys. But I think he's super nice, man. He's super athletic. He looks a little twitchy the way he's able to get in and out of those breaks to break on that ball too, and rerouting his receivers, which is one thing that receivers hate. So that's pretty good.
All right. You want to add anything, Coach Gordon, before we get to the next?
Nah, I think he should on it. So he's an athlete for sure. I like him.
All right. So let's get to the next. We got a lot of dudes on here, man. The Hoffman brothers, they're back on. We appreciate you tapping back in. We got a young man from Stephen Decatur High School. He keep telling me to watch the film, but I don't see it in my inbox. So that's a challenge. So while we do that, let's bring up. Nope, we watched Pope. He just sent it to me all over again. That's my fault. Jaden Ferguson. Let's see him. Woodbury Forest High School, class of 24, 6'3", 195, wide receiver. Let's see. He got that end of season film as well. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let me pull up his actual huddle because that is kind of grainy. Yeah, that was grainy because that looks like a screen record. There we go.
6'3".
6'3". So we got Ethan Watts. We got Anthony in the building. We got Anthony Chapman. You watch my teammates, man. You got to watch me. We got another notable, recognizable name, Mr. Liam Neely in the building.
Go get busy then.
Hey, Bolden, what is your Twitter handle, man? And then look, we got another recognizable name that actually Coach McCann dropped earlier. Mr. Ryan Graves just dropped his film in my inbox. One that watched. He got that end of season film. I'm hearing a lot of while I'm going through the chat, man. What are we seeing, fellas? I hear Miller over there.
I mean, he's showing a lot of straight line speed. I haven't seen him run any routes other than post and goes, but he's not letting one person take him down. That's for sure. I haven't seen him get in and out of his breaks. I haven't seen him break down. Not that that's a bad thing because that can actually be taught, but I mean that speed that he got and just that toughness and that heart, like you can't teach that. Everything else he can be taught. So he looks good. I'm just, man, people bouncing off of him left and right, and he's avoiding contact at the top of his routes.
So good. Give us some closing remarks.
That last play, not the one that we just watched, but the one before that for the touchdown inside the 5, I'd move that play up because that was a nice route.
Yep.
But other than that, there's no reason why Woodbury shouldn't be putting up like 50 points a game with all these playmakers on offense.
You got Ferguson and Carter, and then you got Savion. Unfortunately, they both quarterbacks, and then the offensive line is young.
No, we know why. But we're just not gonna say it live.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The offensive line is young. They went through 2 quarterbacks, so there were some opportunities. They got some time to rebuild and regather. But that was Jaden Ferguson, Woodbury High School, senior season, last ride right there. Jaden Ferguson. All right. I think this is my guy. No, AJ Benton. Class of 25, linebacker, Milton High School. He's 215, plays linebacker. Let's see what. Let's see what AJ sent in.
So we got to watch him live.
Yeah, we got to watch him down in sunny Florida when it was not so sunny. at Western High School.
That's the
when we had
worst
like
field
the
I've ever seen in
2-hour
my life.
lightning. Yeah, the field was a little questionable. We had the 2-hour rain
Look at
delay
it.
right here. This that field. Yeah, they didn't give you too much of that field. Move on from that quick.
Oh, he dropped it.
Yeah, he
must have
definitely
dropped
did.
that.
Why you cut that play off?
I was gonna say why the plays getting cut off like instantly.
Yeah, he definitely
dropped
dropped
it.
it.
He dropped the millions.
Oh.
That's Coach McCann's quote. He dropping millions.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that look. That's it.
That play moved up.
Yeah, that last play was nice.
I'm just tripping on how the play is ending super abruptly.
Man,
He's getting in the backfield.
not them sacks though.
I was about to say he's hitting in the backfield.
Those ain't ended abruptly.
Let's go.
Look at the
Yeah, he
closing.
need to reorganize the film.
I mean, it makes sense. You don't start from Milton at linebacker if you can't play.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a dude.
All right,
Still
well,
drops that
Judging,
he made up for it though. I like he's patient too. He gets
Go ahead.
downhill, but he doesn't
give
overcommit.
AJ some feedback. What y'all got for him?
judging by his bio, I'm gonna shoot short.
25.
I need his Twitter.
Where are we at? Right here. I got you.
The real AJ9.
He don't have no height in the bio.
No.
He's
About
5'8".
5'11".
I'm about to say he between 5'8" and 5'11". That's what that is.
He's
No,
a dog
look.
though.
5'8" and 5'9".
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's get up here, man.
Hey, your end of season film should not be 8.5 minutes long. Cut that down to about 4 minutes.
All right, so let me do. We got Coach Wicks on here, wanting us to watch one of his kids. So let me see if I can get him pulled up. He sent me a whole bunch. So we gonna look at looks like Theodore Sans, class of 24. He's 6'2", 170, athlete, wide receiver, DB, all the above. 3.86 GPA, so he's got the grades. Down there in beautiful Florida, where it's always raining, but the sun is always shining. We got a quick cut. Let's see how well this formats. Hold on. This is going to be different. Oh, there we go. That's clean.
Oh man, quick. Well, some pretty good football.
I was about to say, it's clean, clean first play. I like the camera angle. I like the quality. I ain't mad at the play either.
Ain't nothing wrong with no zone play house call, baby.
Nah, not at all. Hey Nate, I see you in the chat, my man. Send me your film again, so it should be near the top. We got Nate Harris in the chat trying to get the film watched. We still got a bunch of dudes. How we looking on time? We got what, probably 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Still waiting to see that one dude. I feel like I ain't seen him yet. Not this week.
I mean, we've seen a couple guys, but they're already ranked.
Right. Well, yeah. No, I'm saying like some, a new dude should have been more clear. All right. So that was Theodore. Yeah, Theodore Sans. What y'all got from my guy Theodore Sans down there in Florida? My guy Coach Wicks is tapped in right now, so he's going to translate that feedback if he ain't on.
Follow more than 91 people.
That's step one. I like it. What else y'all got?
Hey, for a 6'2" corner, man, I like his patience in the zone. He caught the ball, returned it, and then like a house call. I like his versatility. I I have a bad habit sometimes with doing with my guys. Like I rotate my guys sometimes, so they might play boundary, but then some games they might play free safety, strong safety, just to get them extra film, just to see how they would handle it and let the coaches know like, hey, he could play outside, free safety, strong safety. I think he could definitely do it just from like his film. I liked his film a lot though. Seriously. Oh, lost volume.
Rob, I think you're muted.
Yeah.
Hey, you right. So, anybody else got anything they want to chime in for, or are we ready to get to Nate Harris out of Mount Zion Prep senior season film?
I'm ready for the next one.
All right. So this we watched. Well, no, that's Chris Spence. We ain't watching his. We've watched Nate before, right? We've had Nate on here throughout probably the last 2 seasons, maybe at this point. But this is that senior season. This that final film from high school. Let me pull it up. Hold up. Let me run it back. There we go.
Yeah, I'm
mine's
lagging
laggy.
heavy.
All right, no worries. We hit it with a refresh. I don't know what's up with the connection tonight. There we go. Worst part is I just updated this system, and it was supposed to fix some of these specific bugs. I don't think they did too well on those fixes.
Okay.
I really couldn't tell with that angle.
Did
Yo.
you say what his measurables were?
I did not. I will give you those. Actually, he's got them in the chat. My man is 6'2", 236, Mount Zion Prep, 24, middle linebacker, edge. Hey, Nate, throw them stats in there, man, because this dude had some crazy stats for the season. He definitely went out on a high note. And I think for clarity, this young man was in at Portsmouth Christian, if I'm not mistaken, down there in the 7-5 before transferring to Mount Zion Prep for his senior year.
Yeah, move that up.
Let's see. All right, we're going to watch this last play right here, and I'm going to let y'all get some feedback.
He does a good job of reading. He doesn't just, hit it when it like the hole when it's open. He just he'll scrape over the top, he'll wait, and then he'll come in, and when he makes contact, ball carrier doesn't get any yards after contact. So, solid film.
Anybody else want to chime in? What else we got for him, man? Last
No,
ride.
that was on point. Like he even put in there, he downhill hitter, man. Like they said, move that play up. He ain't no stranger to coming down and hitting. So I like that.
All right. So that was Nate Harris, Mount Zion Prep. Now we're gonna stay in Maryland, but we're gonna go to the Eastern Shore. So this area is kind of like West Virginia, Coach Gordon. They don't get a lot of love. They don't get a lot of attention. They don't got a lot of resources. They just got some kids that can play some ball, that want some exposure. And that's my guy, Mr. Bolden here. He's a class of 24. He's an athlete, 6'1", 180. Stephen Decatur High School right there in Berlin, Maryland, by Ocean City. He's got the luxury of the beach in his backyard. Does the film translate? Let's find out. And if I'm not mistaken, I think.
Not gonna let you get away with 4.46. Better show me something.
It's not gonna let me watch the film. What's up with this?
What position was this kid? Did it say athlete or what was it?
He's an athlete, but for whatever reason, man, we can't watch your film. Let me try to access. Yeah, it's not. This is what it's telling us.
As I wonder if the coach got his film private.
Mm. All right. So look, Bolden, we'll get to you once we can access the film, my man. But to stay the course, let's get into the next. Ethan Watts. Look, man, Florida taking over tonight. Ethan Watts out of Miami, down there in
6'7", 285.
yeah. So he 24 offensive tackle, 6'7", 285. Gulliver Prep, so recognizable program down there in Miami. Let's see what that film looks like. There we go.
There you go.
That would have been my first play.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would take that play off.
Yeah,
All he was doing was pushing the guy right to the tackler, into the receiver.
and
Yep.
and almost a block in the back.
Mm-hmm.
He looks a step slow off the ball in pass pro. That's how those guys are getting around him. And he's kind of
Take that
taking
play
them
off
to the
too.
ground.
You can see him lunge too.
I'd
So
like to
gotta
see
clean
him
up
add
the
some. I'd like to see him add some weight, like in it, like his lower body, because of him being 6'7" too. That like it's. I'm not gonna say it's evened out, but it looks like his lower half. He needs to add some weight.
And you got to take 2 of those plays off.
Rob,
Rob,
you
you
muted
muted,
again.
Rob.
Look, man, that's my fault. My chair is squeaking like no other, so I'm trying to block the exterior noise. But anyway, so feedback for him was put on some weight, rearrange the film, take some plays out, get more violent with his
Clean.
hand.
Yeah, clean up his technique.
Okay.
He's a step slow off the ball. And there was a lot of him kind of throwing guys to the ground, and not, just not being sound with his hands.
All right. So let's get to Preston. Preston, I don't want to do it. He's out of Ohio. He's a linebacker, running back, class of 25, 6', 215, 3.4 GPA. If anybody want to, try the last name, by all means, shout it out. But let's get to Preston's film. This is that brand new junior season film. 77 tackles. Here, let me see. There it is. 77 tackles, 4 for loss, and 3.5 sacks with 2 tutties in the junior season. Out of Ohio.
It's a long film, boy. Maybe some pressure.
Oh yeah, we had 7.5 minute film. What's an ideal length for full season? 3, 5.
He said 4 minutes.
About 4.5 is the max.
Okay. Ideally, where do we want to be?
I'd say like 3 to 4. 3 to 4.
Yeah. Coach, if their joint don't pop in the first 5 plays anyways, it's getting turned off anyway. So.
That's it.
That's a fact.
Getting the 5 plays is you a dude.
Yeah. The reason you don't want it too long, though, is because some coaches are told if it's longer than X amount of time, don't even turn it on. Like
Yep.
I've been told by a couple coaches.
As a red flag / indicator. Eat that as straight facts.
All right, so we'll watch this last play, and then I'll let you guys chime in. Whoever wants to take the wheel, give them some feedback after this last one. I'll queue up. What do we got? We're at that hour, so we got about 5 minutes left. So we're gonna try to get 2 or 3 more in. So while I queue up next, whoever wants to jump in, give Preston some feedback, please do so. So we can get to the next.
What was his
Like they
Twitter
said.
name? Showtime Press. Go ahead, Coach. My fault.
Oh no, you good. I was just gonna kind of piggyback off of what he said. Like you said, kind of want to cut that down, and then like you said, that's a big red flag with it being so long. That last play we just watched where he got around the edge and made that sack, I would have added that one over that one where it looks like it was in the rain. Because you highlighted yourself and then you couldn't see you anymore after that, and then you just seen a Powell making the tackle. So just little stuff like that you want to be aware of, right? You don't want a 20-minute highlight because every play is not a highlight. If you want to make a memory of your senior year, make a completely separate film. But the one that you send in the coaches need to be the ones, like Coach McCann said, the ones that pop in the first 5 plays.
All right. So let's go to Gio. Gio is a defensive tackle. He's 6'2", 290. He says show some love to the DMV kid out of Virginia, class of 25. I am not familiar with his high school, so this is going to be fun. Let's see what that film looks like for Gio.
What's the school? What's the school?
There it is.
Oh, Colgan. I think that's the team that got stomped 124 to freedom or something.
You have to put it out there like that if that's the case.
Crazy word. I said, yeah, I think that's the team. I was like, oh shit.
My bad. That's how I know him, unfortunately.
That's
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He got put in.
Not saying it's the kid's fault.
Was that him that caused that fumble?
I couldn't really see it.
It's hard to tell. It looked like it, but I'm not sure.
Hey, how you guys feel about him being 290 at 6 foot flat?
It's a lot of weight.
That's what I'm thinking. I think he should cut down a little bit.
It's a lot of arm tackling and slinging people to the ground.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, so let me cut it there. That's Gio out of Manassas. What y'all got for him? I'm going to try to get 2 more in here. 2 more in here. That's the goal. Anybody? Bueller? Anything else you want to add? No?
I'm good.
All right, well, let's get to Peter. And again, I don't want to butcher the last name, but he's Mount Zion Prep out of Maryland. Class of 26, 6'3", 245, defensive lineman. How do we feel about that size? 6'3", 245.
Sound about right.
Yeah, that's solid. If he plays on the outside, yeah.
That's about right. Looking at my notes.
My man, you just highlighted 4 people right there.
Yep.
He trying to put his boys on.
The whole line's highlighted.
Yeah, which one is he?
That one.
Is that the nose?
Hey, whoever make the play, that play is him.
I mean, he's making plays. I just can't see till the end. He ain't even highlight anybody right there. Oh, that's why.
Oh.
Guys, if you play on a line, you need the arrow.
Yeah, most definitely change the indicators. Make yourself a little more recognizable. That's the start.
And pre-snap.
Was he the one that just got roadblocked?
No, he was the
Nah,
one
he's
that chased the run down.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
All right, let me cut Peter off. What do y'all got for him based on what we could tell? Assuming he was the one that made each of those plays.
From what I saw. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I just don't know how he got there. That's all I'm saying.
So that's what I was gonna say. Trying to figure out which one was him. Obviously, I'm gonna state the obvious, right? Which one was him? But like Coach McCann said, like I want to figure out how he got there because all I see is him coming in, saving the day at the end. But I don't know what you did to get there to save the day.
All right, fair enough. So look, we're gonna do this one and one more if you fellas are good with it. This is a young man that we watched last week, but we actually watched his last season, not this year. So we got that fixed. He sent in his senior season, class of 24, fullback, defensive end. This is who I tried to pull up at the beginning, but he corrected me. He said we watched his last year film, and I remember that last week. So let's get to this year's actual film so we can give him a real sample size.
Oh yeah,
First play out the gate. How y'all feel?
love it, man. Bring back the fullback.
Look, but you got to when you do that, you got to bring out the big neck pad, that was notorious for the linebackers and the fullbacks. I feel like that goes hand in hand with the position.
That's blasphemy. Leave it spread offense.
Look, we do have a fullback in Baltimore. We got my guy, Project Pat.
You heard
all
my man,
300.
Coach.
No, that's a crazy name. He said Project Pat.
Yeah, Pat Ricard, Project Pat.
That's him coming off the edge.
Yeah.
Answer my question.
We got an edge rush tackle for loss coming up once they get down on the line.
How big is he? 6 what?
I'll pull it back up here in a second.
Yeah. It was 6'2". I don't know. I forget what his weight was. I know it was 6'2".
He's violent.
I like more like defensive tackle.
Over there. I do like how the film is set up. I will give him that. He's got a nice mix. So I'm not
Pick. He moved way up.
Yeah.
That's too far down.
Yeah,
we're at
that up.
That's almost 2 minutes in the film.
Yeah, ain't no coach getting to that one.
Ain't no coach gonna get to that play.
No. So that definitely got to go up. All right, so let's give that was much better than we watched last week. I ain't gonna lie to you. But what do we got for Mr. Poor out of sunny Florida?
He's definitely more like an athlete. He's a dog. Like, he does play fullback and defensive end. Like, and he's like what we said before. Like, he's one of those old school physical guys. Like, they don't make that many more high school guys like that. Like, it's just not like that. Him being at nose tackle, getting that pick, I think that's pretty impressive. But that's just me. But that's all I got really for him.
I agree.
All right, let me pull up. Where are we at? I'm gonna try to make sure we get somebody that we haven't watched a couple of times already. Let's see. Does he have his? All right, so we got Salt. There we go.
So what about that Brady guy?
You want to watch Brady?
Yeah, I like 6'3", 280.
Where's Brady?
Yeah, I don't know if you knew about Camden, bro, but that dude is a monster.
Well, look, you didn't convince. Let's watch Camden, and then we'll watch Brady if you guys are up for it. So, go ahead, E, set the stage. Talk to us about Camden. Out of
Camden
Tennessee.
Goforth. Yeah, Camden Goforth, offensive tackle from Tennessee. Been starting since freshman year. Just absolute beast. Look at him right there. Moving people out the way downfield. Throwing people out the way. I am shocked that his recruiting isn't a lot better than what it is right now. I mean, this dude is probably one of the best offensive tackles in the class of 26. Like, this dude is on some Pancake Nick type of time. Look at him.
I was about to say, look, this dude might be our new Pancake Nick for the next couple of seasons, right? We got Pancake Camden.
How tall is he?
6'3".
What's average? Well, 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
He at 26 though.
No, I know. I was just curious. I couldn't remember.
I mean, he can climb. He's got power, leg drive. Just a beast, honestly.
Mm.
And what grade is he in?
He's a
Sophomore.
26. He's a sophomore.
Camden. Gotcha. Thank you.
Is Rob muted again, or just not talking?
Oh, that's my fault. I'm muted. I said, where's Brady?
I sent Camden the combine thing. He didn't respond to me. He too good for me. So man, I don't know.
Oh, oh,
He too good for me. So
oh, Brady. Is this the Brady you want to
trying to
see?
trying to block him. Yeah,
All right,
that seems pretty interesting right there.
so we got a Brady freshman, Brady Hall, 2027, big boy, 6'3", 280. Loves the O line,
Mm.
and he's a long snapper. That's key, actually. I do appreciate him putting that in there because that's a big deal. And he's a FBU freshman All American. So let's see what my guy's all about. Brady Hall, freshman season, and he's got the grade
Squat
3.8.
I would
Out
like
of
to see
Kentucky.
these guys squats. They be putting some weight on there, man. We'll see if these is accurate squats.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of these numbers be real skewed. Not to say his is or isn't, but you be seeing some wild stuff on
Take
here.
him to info.
Look, I ran into a 4.240. I just kept it moving.
Mm.
See, I knew this was the good one. I knew this was gonna be a good one. Yeah, I like
You guys,
him.
hey, coach, do you guys have 27s in the bowl?
Sure do. Well, this is the combine. You gotta be in the combine to get to the bowl. So I'm trying to get some dudes to the combine.
Are you guys testing squat numbers?
I would love to. I like him.
This kid's a freshman. I need to see some ID.
Look, man, kids are built different these days.
He might have reclassed like 3 times or something. That's a dude.
They come out grown men these days, man.
Let me follow.
Making me look small.
At least he'll probably respond to my DM or like Camden.
Nah, Camden got you, man. Look, Camden, he gonna hit you back, coach.
He already hurt my feelings, man. He treated me like a 0-star, man.
Oh, he broke out the star rankings.
That's what the kids understand, man. They understand the star rankings.
You right. So public service announcement, man. If you were featured on tonight's show, it is highly suggested and recommended that you screen record and post on your social media. Use it as an additional piece of content for yourself. By all means, tag the team. Make sure you follow the team. Follow us so we can continue to help you along your journey. We'll do what we can. And if we did not get to your film tonight, don't be terribly upset. We can only get to so many within an hour and 15. We don't run into overtime yet again. So I appreciate you fellas for that. But, we're going to do this thing again next week. We're going to do it again, the following week after Thanksgiving. So we're going to have some fun. Y'all got time. I know a lot of y'all are still in the playoffs, so you're still going to get some more film. For those that your season's ended, by all means, come back. If we watched your film, come kick it with us, network. If we did not watch your film, come back. Let us try it again next week. But that's what I got. Public service announcement. Subscribe to the channel. Follow the panel. I don't think I missed anything other than the most important being the 39 Hearts Foundation, which I I tend to forget, unfortunately, until the very end of the show. So I'll talk about that in a minute. But that is Brady Hall. Talk about Brady, man. Y'all done watched a lot of his film while I rambled on.
Dog.
Dog.
But I will say though, on some of his passing plays, he was down. Like he took his guy like definitely outside of like legal man downfield because he's just being aggressive. But I like the way he pulls with some force. I like the way he puts his hands on people. I like the way he's running his feet too. So I like him overall. I let Coach. That's the specialist with that one. At least I'm pretty sure he'll respond to me before Camden, man. So he good in my book, man.
Look, Camden got my guy McCann real salty right now. Damn, you like a stale set of McDonald's fries right now, where they just unloaded the salt shaker.
You gotta get their attention, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Anybody else want to chime in?
In general, rule of thumb: if Coach McCann sends you a DM, you answer him.
Man,
just try to do my job, man. Just try to do my job, man.
Otherwise, he likes to unload. Anywho, while we close this thing out, we're gonna get to the last one of the evening, and it's gonna come by way of San Antonio. That worked out pretty well.
yes, sir.
So this is Gibby. Is that right? Am I saying that right, Coach?
Yeah, Gibby Alvarado.
Okay, so you act like you know him a little bit. What you know about this young man? You know anything? He in your backyard.
Yeah, so Gibby actually won Player of the Week a couple weeks ago with the 2-0 Exposure Showcase Player of the Week. He's a quarterback over at Holy Cross. Solid man, solid film man. He updates me with his film and his stats probably every week, every other week. But he's solid. He can spin it. I mean, you'll see once you put the film on. But he's nice, man. I can vouch for Gibby. I like his game.
All right. So coming by way of San Antonio, which I'm excited to get out there in January for what it will feel like 2 weeks. So maybe I'll get to see this young man, right? We'll see.
Oh yeah.
Some of these cameras, oh boy, be making me question, if I got Tourette's.
His ball placement is just on point.
I was gonna say that was a nice ball.
Yeah, he can spin it.
I like his release though too.
What'd I say it was? 24, 25?
He's a 25.
Okay. So he'll get to come back and do it again next year.
As soon as I get his
Look, McCann in here scouting right now. He's scouting heavy.
Yo, can you run that last play back?
I'm telling you, this kid can play, bro.
Hey, Camardi just liked what you call his film. AJ Benton.
AJ Benton. Antonio Camardi.
Yeah. Yes, sir, my guy.
Oh, you know him personally? He finally started following me a couple months back. I went to when me and E went to Carrollton. He followed me like the week earlier and then hit me and wanted me to do an article on one of his young men out of Texas. So I did that for him.
Me and him talk
You missed that last play, E.
Oh, my bad. I had to check something. Could we run it back?
Yeah, it was like 3 plays ago. Right here.
Bang. Look at that ball.
Damn.
All right,
You're not lying about the ball placement.
I told you he can play. The kid can play.
Release, bro. He's getting it out. He's getting.
All right, so he's still got quite a few minutes left on his film. So while we do that, y'all want to give him feedback while his film continues to play, and then we'll get this thing closed out, go on our merry way for this evening, and come back at it next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Spotlight 39. Who wants to go first?
My only question is why Coach Miller never sent me his stuff for the evaluation.
That's because Coach Miller
So-
trying to get him locked in for the All United States game.
Oh, gotta compete.
No, not
Hold
even
on.
that.
But if I'm being fair, look, I even broke up my pen. I'm gonna start taking notes because I got to get some kids
Hey.
to the Big East Bowl here in Virginia. So
Oh, here we go.
Don't let him turn us against each other.
Everybody,
Hey, don't let Rob do that, bro. Don't let him do
Hey,
it.
just find me next week. Just find me. Send me my fine sheet now. Can you just exit out so I can see the kid's name while Coach Miller talks about a kid that he's hiding from us?
all right,
Is you Drake now? Your name is Drake.
there's the info right there, man. So what do we got for him?
Hey.
What's some feedback?
Go ahead.
Hey, great ball placement, solid pocket awareness, really good athleticism. I saw him jump cut and spin move like Lamar Jackson out there at a quarterback. Good mechanics, quick release. Just an outstanding player. He didn't look super tall, so I just hope the height doesn't kill him, but outstanding player.
Nah, man, he's a solid 5'8". He's 5'8", right?
I was about to ask how big is he?
About 5'8", 5'9". That was my only concern. Is
I feel like it's more impressive though than making them throw.
partially level of competition, even though he still is doing his thing, and then his height being a factor.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I mean, like I said, like the kid can spin it.
No, he had a nice ball. He definitely had a nice ball. His release was spot on. I like the film. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, honestly, I think the last, there's probably 3 out of the last 5 that we watched are probably some of the standouts in my opinion. But with that note, let's start with Coach McCann. Who's somebody that stood out to you tonight? Who jumped out compared to the rest that we watched?
Oh, the Brady Hall and then the Camden kid. Those 2 guys, their film was pretty good, especially Brady's. I'm glad that we actually got a chance to watch it. I had his name from looking at your DMs up there. Anyways, I was gonna go back and look at it. And also that receiver that got screwed over that's got moved up in classification. He was actually pretty good too. I like those 3 are my guy for tonight. Seriously.
All right. And just for reference, this is Mr. Hoffman. For those that weren't on last week, this was the standout wide receiver from Colorado, just going nuts. And then his brother, who's a 24, he's a 25. His brother's a 24. He's the quarterback. So brother to brother connection. I just figured I'd throw this on there for fun while we talk. But who stood out to you, Coach Miller?
For me, same as Coach McCann, the one who got moved up in the classification, and then the other kid, his first play was an interception. He was playing zone. The 5'11" DB, I think it's from Florida, maybe.
6'2".
Yeah, I believe you're right. Yep.
Yeah, him. That one. Him, and then the kid that got moved up. Those are my 2 for sure.
All right, Coach Gordon, what you got? Who stood out to you?
Honestly, it was the one kid we were talking about, the fullback, the one that had that pick, playing the nose. He stood out. I always gotta go with my guy. Damonte's my guy. I know what he's capable of. I mean, first 4 clips were straight head taps. I haven't seen that from any other film that I've watched yet. So I'm gonna go with him. Those are my 2. I could have went the third one. I did like the offensive lineman we watched, the freshman.
Okay.
The one that was 45. I liked him too. So
I'll say I like the O-line freshman, and then obviously I'm gonna take some of those stale French fries from McCann because I enjoy Camden. I ain't got no beef with him. He answers my DMs.
He apologized if we've been talking ever since, though.
Oh man, but
you gotta get him more mad.
E, who you got, man?
See, it's easy to mess with the O lineman from a distance. You know what I'm saying? If he was in front of me, never would do that. I learned my lesson.
Look. McCann ain't no small dude, like, but I guarantee you, stand beside Camden, we all looking small.
100%.
100%. But what you got, E? Who stood out to you?
Listen, this week was fire. I mean, we saw some dudes today, some outstanding players. There's a whole list of them that I can name. But at the end of the day, as good as the tackles were, we saw some dynamic offensive players. I'm a defensive guy. I'm going to go with A.J. Benton, a linebacker from Milton, flying all over the field, making tackles, running sideline to sideline, hitting running backs and not letting them go forward. I'm just that type of guy. So I'm going to go with A.J. Benton from Milton,
All right.
linebacker.
And I'm not even mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. So look, that's what we do here each and every Tuesday night. We appreciate everybody who continues to tap in with us. You know, we got Coach Lux. He taps in pretty much every single week. We appreciate the love and support that you bring, man, and always a lot of energy in the chat. And just every student athlete who continues to, you know, put themselves out there, because it's not easy to have, you know, your film watched on a live broadcast with 4 or 5 other dudes and have them talk about it, right? Because you don't know what we're going to say, good, bad, or indifferent. Obviously, we try to keep it as, you know, as nice as we can, but at the same time, we want to give you real, tangible feedback that you can use. So we appreciate you jumping on. We appreciate the support from all the coaches, the parents, all that fun stuff. So again, if you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Help the channel continue to grow, because we do this thing at zero cost to you. It's the only show each and every week that's absolutely free to watch your film and give you real-time feedback from different, you know, coach perspectives from across the nation. You know, we got McCann up in New York. You know, he's got 50, 60, 70,000 followers. I don't even know these days, man. It keeps stacking up every time I look at it. Coach Miller, I feel like I looked at, you know, Coach Miller just yesterday was at 15,000. Now you're like 30 or 40,000. So, you know, he's got a platform. Coach Gordon, he got several thousand. Coach E on the come up with a handful of thousand. Look, we got opinions, we got a network, and we want to help you guys out. And with that being said, we can't do this without the 39 Hearts Foundation. I should have mentioned it at the beginning of the show for when everybody was watching, but it is what it is. Here's the 39 Hearts Foundation. Every strong athlete needs a strong heart. It is the why behind Spotlight 39. Please check out the website, spotlight39.com, for all the information and different ways on how you can help. And super excited, man. We're going to be announcing here really, really soon our next Heart Walk for the Foundation right here in Fredericksburg, Virginia, with a lot of special events happening. So stay tuned for that information. Did I miss anything, fellas?
Leave a like.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things that YouTube like. And then more importantly, follow the guys across social media so we can continue to help you along your journey. With that being said, man, I'm Rob Odie. That's my guy, Coach McCann, Coach E, Coach Miller, Coach Gordon. We got West Virginia, San Antonio, Buffalo, New York, and the DMV all represented coast to coast. That's how we roll. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, I'm going to close this thing out with the foundation as soon as I can find my last.